And welcome, everybody. I totally cut you off, Johnny. I'm so sorry. I'm just sitting here listening to you talking about people sneezing, and I just went, just play the video. That's fine.
It's all good.
So welcome, everybody, to Ben's Brick Designs, and I've got JonnyBuildz and Vab Workshop with me tonight. They will be doing their respective things. We're not going to do a whole lot of build together things. I think we explored that tool pretty well. There's some issues with it, with like losing connection and people not seeing what we're building. So I think we're going to go back to our own stuff and just talk about things and maybe show each other like what we've been working on and some cool techniques or designs. And then if hello, Missy, how are you? And then if you are, I'm going to switch sides because I feel like I'm looking off camera. Feel like I'm like glancing over here all the time, but like the chat's right here. That'll be a little better. Okay. So welcome. I hope everybody's doing well. And so we last time we worked on stuff, we did the Vlasic space stuff, and that was a lot of fun. Recently, I know that Vab's been working on some rocket stuff. He's doing some techniques that he's been interested in figuring out. I think I can do better than that. To get like the base, the right circumference. He did this on Wednesday.
Last night.
It was last night. Yeah,
that would be Wednesday.
And it worked pretty well to start. I had to bail a little bit, but I know you had stacked up a few layers to get it right. So that's what he's working on. Johnny is working on the castle that he was building Tuesday night.
100th stream. Woo!
100th stream. So this is 100.5.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shush. And then I'm working on more Horizon Zero Dawn stuff. Doing a stalker. I haven't done this on stream yet. I've just kind of done this off time. But that's what we're all working on. Hopefully we'll have, I think we were expecting maybe one other person at some point. I'm going to try to keep an eye on my stuff over here to make sure they're not just sitting in the green room waiting for me. Oh, speaking of.
The green room. It sounds so official.
Kodiak, what's shaking, man?
Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Didn't mean to start so phlegmy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hey, it's
So
better than
Kodiak,
like,
this is Kyle and John, or Vab and
Howdy, Kyle.
JonnyBuildz.
Hello?
Kodiak is again somebody who's been watching the stream for a while. He does some crazy builds, does some gaming streams, does a lot of stuff with military aircraft and whatnot, but also like some crazy out of nowhere bad dream kind of builds. So it's all good.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yep.
like
So yeah, Kodiak, feel free to like put up a camera on something you're building or studio, or just sit with your icon and we can chat. Whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'm content to just sit and chat.
Cool. So I don't have a whole lot to talk about in terms of Lego to start, but I do know that we got a video yesterday of the Concorde.
Oh yeah.
And I know that we can do a little better. I know that we knew it was coming out. We got some photos, but they had like a promo where like a pilot was holding it. It looks massive.
Yes.
Like it's only like, I think, was it 1,200 pieces? No, it was more than that.
No, it's 2,000.
2,000, yeah. Because I was trying to go through and I was like, I know it's going to be, like, I don't know what the price point is, but I thought $200. So it must be 2,000 pieces. But it looks freaking huge. Like the guy was holding it and it looked like a guitar size.
Yep.
And they showed the nose cone moving, but they didn't show like if it was tied to the landing gear or not.
Supposedly it is. Like it's
Yeah.
like there's like they showed an inside on one of the inside channels that I see. BrickLink. Yeah. He showed kind of like a side view of it, like it was open and stuff, and it showed all this Technic that was in there. So it's a very, very good possibility that it does all work, and that would make sense, like something Lego would do.
Yeah, that totally fits with like we'll just put a bunch of Technic inside the body and it turns. I mean, they've done weirder with less.
Absolutely.
True.
So that's exciting. I don't think I've seen anything else. We kind of are aware of everything else that's already out. I don't think there's going to be a big September. August 1st is generally the big summer release day. It's like June 1st and August 1st. And then little stuff peppered around the end towards the end of the year.
Not impressed with August release though.
You're not?
Really? No, not really. No.
So I'm impressed because a lot of Dreams stuff came out, and I think Dreams is really great.
The Dreams is cool, yeah, but yeah, everything else I'm kind of.
Yeah, I ended up getting. So I had to go to the Lego store, so I got myself the rabbit, the Dreams rabbit.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so can't wait to build this.
Oh, that's right. You reversed your camera.
Yeah. But then I also got, and you can't really tell, but if you see the Pick-a-Brick, I got all the ball joints.
Ooh, yeah.
All the mixel joints for the legs on my machines. I probably overdid it because I think I got like 300 of each or 100 of each or something like that.
You can
Almost
never
a
have
full
too many
cup.
ball joints.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully never. I'm sure I still need like the one ball joint ones, but at least I won't run out of some of those. So yeah. So I was telling Vab, like, I know he's struggled with that section that he's working on right now on his stream in real life, trying to build it. That's always a case of this looks great in the software, but then you put it together and it's like it doesn't have the clutch power you think it might have, or gravity gets in the way, or friction gets in the way, or
Hang on, what are these 1x3 like rounded plates? This is my first time seeing these.
Yeah, aren't those rad?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. They just came. The 1x3s came out, I think, earlier this year, if not late last year.
Yeah.
The new ones that just came out are these black 1x4s.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, those are stellar. Those are going to be so useful. And it's not the fact that they're rounded either. It's the fact that they've got those hollow studs on either sides. It's going to be so nice to like stick bars through those and have them be like frames with that.
Yeah.
What I tell you. Put those bars through there, and you want to increase the structural integrity, you're going to be good to go. That thing's not going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I've already.
I know.
This guy's on it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, Missy, I did go and get those joints. So we were chatting about it. The lug here was chatting about it.
The Lego joints, not the other type.
Yeah. Well, no, I was going to joke. There's a guy who's in our lug he's ex Air Force, I think, but he's like this 6 foot tall retiree dude with like a Gandalf beard, and he's kind of quiet. And, of anybody, I would think he would be involved. So I don't.
He was a Vietnam guy, wasn't he?
I don't know. Like maybe like he's not much older than me, so maybe Gulf War. No.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think Gulf War. I was in high school, so I'm trying to. And he may be. Well, no, he may be Vietnam. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he didn't, like, he was just in the service and he never served anywhere. I don't know. I haven't broached the subject with him. I try not to. I learned from talking to my two grandpas that unless they want to talk about it, I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah, that's usually the best. I mean, but me coming from the U.S. Army, I will say the chair force really doesn't do anything.
That's why I wanted to join the Air Force.
The chair force.
I grew up in Colorado, so we went to the Air Force football games, and we had a county airport right in front of our house, so we always got the air shows.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two of those, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to be a fighter pilot. And then I found out that you have to be good at math and kind of like know a senator or something. And I'm like, oh, I don't know any of those.
Speaking of, I mean, like the 80s.
Oh,
I
you are.
remember growing up. 80s happened to be the time. Hi, you are. 80s was the time of air shows. It was so good. Like I have our county airport near me, and like Beaver County is like where all the pilots go, like in order to train, like the community college that's here. It's like it's like famous across the country, like for air traffic control and stuff like that. And like they would bring in like the Hercules, they brought in Harriers, they brought in everything to this little county airport.
Yeah.
And it was just massive.
They I remember, the Harriers were really cool. We would occasionally get Thunderbirds or Blue Angels. That was a rarity, but we did get them.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite is like the week or so before, because we were so close to the airport, it was like we were being invaded because they're had to fly in. Yep. It was just like every day, like 3 or 4, like a B-29 or a C-130 or a couple Harriers or a bunch of F-15s, and we're just like, what is going on, we wouldn't even have to go to the air show because we would just sit on our roof, because they don't fly over the airport. They fly slightly in front of the airport, which happened to be right over where we lived. So we would just sit on the roof and watch them like fly over our heads.
We famously had the housed for a long time the B-17 that was in the movie The Memphis Belle.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it so it would give people rides, like you would pay or whatever, and you go for a ride. And the one time it apparently didn't land properly, and so went off the runway and into a whole grove of trees.
Oh geez.
With people, everyone was fine. It wasn't going very fast, but it just for whatever reason the landing gear or the brakes just failed or whatever. And so we have this thing here called Air Heritage, which does restoration of airplanes. So they spent like a lot of time, fixing, getting it back, back to the way it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we did career days at the airports. We ended up like washing people's planes and stuff. It was not as fun. Lived on a helicopter training bit. You lived there? Were you like an Air Force brat or something?
No, I will push back a little bit on the chair force thing, and make no mistake, I am a civilian and I understand this, but my, I guess, brother-in-law technically, he's with the SEER, and if you're familiar with them at all, I think the one unit of the Air Force that gets some credit for what they do.
They're called Seers?
SERE.
Okay.
So these are the guys who go in and rescue downed pilots.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, nobody's going to talk smack about people who rescue other people.
No.
Nope.
No, that's scary stuff. Like that takes a lot of, pardon me saying it, but that takes a lot of balls to do that.
How dare you use such language on my stream?
You're welcome.
Shadow ban.
On the note of language, should I shut down my soundboard? Because that has
No, don't shut that down.
Okay, it has a habit of just going off whenever it pleases, because I set it up to do things when I say certain words.
No, I think that'd be fun. I was actually trying to figure out how to do some video clips on here to add a little spice to the thing, but I think I have to have a premium Restream account, so I gotta figure out a different way to do it.
Can you demonstrate how your soundboard works?
Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about the Air Force, may as well be prudent to bring up cockpits.
Ah,
There we go.
Oh, I heard something, kind of.
Let's see.
Yeah,
There's that one. Otherwise, I can make it do things. Well, the more prudent one is anytime I say the word Soviet. So
All right,
that
that's good. I
here
like it.
in Russia, we only talk about Russia.
Yeah.
No, we don't talk about Chewbacca.
In Soviet Russia, soundboard plays you.
That's right. Yeah, here we don't. At least on my stream, we don't talk about Chewbacca.
But we still talk about Chewbacca. Come on.
Just in very negative terms.
Highly negative terms.
That's right.
So I'm going through Rebels right now, so I can get ready for Ahsoka. And speaking of Chewbacca, did you know that the character of Zeb in Rebels is based off the original Ralph McQuarrie design of Chewbacca?
Yep, I knew that because he looks so much like it.
Yep, looks exactly like it.
Yep.
There's just an episode where they had this is third season, and a probe lands near their base, and this droid gets out, and it's like a not an investigator droid, but something like that. But it looks exactly like the original design for C-3PO too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it like the thing opened up and it came out, and I'm like, that's that droid. I'm like, hey.
That's the thing. Here, I'll do my Chewbacca impression.
You said it, Chewie. Where did you
Where'd
meet
you dig
such
up that old fossil?
pick up that old fossil?
Ben is a
need to-
great man.
I need to go do a rewatch. I haven't done a solid like 9, 13, whatever movies we're on rewatch in a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's been a while since I've actually. It's funny too because people figure I'm a Star Wars fan. And they're like, "Oh, you must watch all the time." It's like I haven't watched Star Wars or any of those in like. Has to be at least a year. I mean, I try to do it at least once a year, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
Sure.
I fail.
it's like
sometimes.
Lord of the Rings too. It's like I can't watch it all the time, but
It's great to get that feeling again, like the epic moments and stuff when things happen. You know they're coming, but still, it's just like, it kind of gives you chills when there's certain things that happen, and you're just like, oh yes, it's so good.
there is a moment in A New Hope where, and this is one of those, maybe they won't blow up the Death Star this time, maybe they'll miss kind of moments, right?
Yeah.
After watching it for 1,000 times, but there's a moment where R2 they're still on Tatooine. R2's escaped. Luke's looking for him, and he pulls up the restraining bolt remote. I don't know what it's called, and he turns it on, and 3PO pops up behind the other speeder.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
And he's like, oh no, we have to go look for him. And so Luke takes off, and then 3PO is walking by the speeder, and there's a very sharp corner of the front of the speeder that he walks by. And to this day, I'm waiting for him to catch his knee on that sharp point and like really hurt himself. And I watch it, and I'm like, maybe it'll happen this time, for the last 40 years, 50
It's
years.
very important, but people in the medieval times need their bread.
What's going on?
What?
Oh, you got a thing of bread.
They
Okay.
need their
Oh,
bread.
I see.
I was like, where that didn't come out of nowhere.
It didn't come
I
out
was
of nowhere. You're
Similarly
right.
confused.
Yeah. When 3PO banged his knee on that speeder, it was because all those medieval people needed bread.
Needed bread. Yeah, exactly.
There was no
Did
linking
we-
of those two thoughts. It's just what came out.
I'm just like, did we watch the same movie?
Yeah. Star Wars starring Heath Ledger and Alan Tudyk. Try some new blades.
A weapon from a more civilized time, and he just pulls out a halberd instead of
Yeah.
instead of a lightsaber.
Well, I actually have I haven't watched Whatnot streams in quite a while, but like I got heavily into it for a little bit, just watching people. I was fascinated by the people that like have all the figures set up, and they're like, here, we're gonna auction these off, and people get a chance at like a really, really expensive figure that they can win, blah blah blah, and like they would give they would give away some figures and stuff, and I won. Here, I'll get them. I won this pirate, and I loved it because he came with a thing of bread, and I was like, I don't have a pirate. I used to have pirates, but I did not have any pirate, and I was like, he comes with a baguette. That is so awesome. So, so
that is pretty funny.
It's just a thing now. But then like they have like these, so like a lot of them do like these chrome, like those kind of figures. My camera's not. Yeah. It's like the 3PO
like
has
the pearlescent figures or something.
Yeah, monochrome, like the monochrome, and yeah. So
that's very cool.
Popsicle. Yeah.
Are these minifigs me figures or something?
They're official Lego, so I don't know how that. Yeah, so something about, I don't know how these guys get it, because I asked them one time, and they're like, yeah, we can't tell you how we get it, but it is official. I think Lego does. It's part of like the runs that they do that are like experimental and stuff like that, and they do them as these kind. And how these guys get it, I have no idea.
Jeez.
But yeah, so like I said, they sell a lot of these. Like there's like for some reason the ones that are coral colored are very popular, and all different kinds. Like this is a pilot. But stormtroopers, the clone troopers always go really big. Darth Vader, this is like what they call a Candy Vader.
Candy Vader.
Yeah. And look at his cape. It's like translucent. I got to clean off my camera because it's.
You need like a flat piece of cardboard to hold up behind it every time.
Yeah. Hold on.
I see everybody doing this with their stuff.
Yeah.
My crappy little face cam doesn't change focus.
There you go. That's better. There we go.
Yeah, that Darth Vader is so good.
Yeah.
That green TIE pilot's really good too. I didn't know it was a TIE pilot.
Yep, that's a TIE pilot. Like I said,
they do a lot of
what's funny
about the way it looks? Because it doesn't have any other paint on it. It's just the solid color. It looks like when I'm rendering microfighters and BrickLink doesn't have like the printed anything for Star Wars helmets.
Oh yeah,
it's
all
one color of helmet. Those are really great.
So, and then the 3PO, he's got the multicolored 3PO, and then like I said, the Vader on the right was the prototype for the candy one that's in the middle. It was like they tried it out and stuff, and so I just gave him a popsicle.
Who's the rebel officer in the middle?
Really? You think that's a rebel officer? Come on.
Or no, I mean it's Tyrion. It's
Tarkin.
In a tan suit.
Huh. Yeah.
That must be very young Tarkin. His hair is only gray and not silver.
You're right.
Not silver.
But even in like Clone Wars, I don't remember seeing him in that color outfit.
Yep. He was in I'm trying to remember what set he was from in that. And that's why I have him over there, because he's kind of like a special.
Well, let's find out.
Ooh, let's look. Yeah, do that. Do it.
Doing it well.
So apparently, while you're looking, this castle comes with its own like little fruit stand.
Crazy.
There's like a little apple, little green apple.
Nice.
What else is it?
Oh, there's the parapets on the top are really cool. I didn't see you get that far in the building.
Oh yeah. There's all kinds of stuff that they haven't. Like they have a little crow here. They got the flame stuff, and yeah, these are just the little flaggy type pieces.
Do I have this set?
Cherries. What set does it say it is?
Oh, it's this one. It's the TIE Advanced. It's a Rebels set.
That's where I got it from. So my younger brother loves the A-Wing. He just absolutely, that's like his favorite ship. So I bought that set a long time, when it came out, and I kept the TIE Advanced.
Yeah.
And he has the A-Wing. So
that's crazy, because I'm watching Rebels. I'm not gonna get all bent out of shape about it, but I'm like, he looks nothing like this in Rebels. What he is in Rebels is like this close from what he looks like in A New Hope,
Right.
or what he's supposed to be in A New Hope. This makes it look like pre-Clone Wars, you know?
Yeah.
Like this is his vacation outfit or something.
I mean, I don't think Tarkin ever took a vacation. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
His vacation was, all right, we blew up Alderaan. I can take a breather.
Maybe they're doing that thing where they look at the on-screen thing and go, nah, that's tan. Like they did with all the... Because the way the ships were modeled... When they were, like in actuality, they were like this weird sort of dark bluey color, but then when they filmed them, it looked a little more gray, which is why the toys have that blue highlight on them.
Well,
you know what it is? I know exactly what it is. Here it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's that weird thing where that guy, the Scorpio from Farscape, played him for like 5 seconds.
That was in that was at the end of Rogue One, wasn't it? No.
Yep.
No, that was the end of Revenge of the Sith, wasn't it?
Yeah, end of episode 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, like the on-screen suits, they don't look as gray. It's really weird because like here they're kind of tan, and then
Rebels it looks tan. Look, yeah.
You know. So it's really weird what like the filming quality does to.
Well, any kind of blue screening can mess things up.
Like this, where it's just a gray color.
Yeah.
You know. What do you guys think in the chat?
Skelly, yeah, we're talking too much. Sorry. Classic Skelly.
Anywho, so that's cool. Yeah, that's a good set.
Yeah,
that's a good group of figures.
Yeah. Oh no! Apparently, this prisoner was in the prison for way too long because he has become a skeleton.
I was going to say, speaking on Star Wars, do you guys want to see the LAAT mock finished up recently?
The LAAT. Ooh.
You've got a mock?
Yeah.
An LAAT mock?
Yeah, so it was designed by the Lego Wolfpack, I think is what he goes by.
Okay.
But
Eora just watches and moves on. That's the way the majority of people do things.
Yep.
Do you want to... Is it actually going to switch over? Or?
No, it refuses. Is it Windows? It's going to give you a bunch of crap.
You are so down on Windows.
Man, I'm a sysadmin. Of course I'm down on Windows.
Oh, I know.
That is perfectly fair, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, the webcam is plugged in. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm not detecting the device you are looking for.
Oh, if you need to restart your browser and come back, it might be like Johnny was having issues. It's probably a browser permission or something.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it has permission issues. Sometimes you have to close all the way out of the browser and just bring it back. Yeah.
Thanks, Chrome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
It's not just Chrome, it's Firefox too. So.
Fair enough.
Oh, and make sure you don't have Discord running. I know you're gone, but
Yeah. By the way, this is going to be 2.
So yeah, so he's been in prisons for so long, he has become bones.
That's crazy. That's pretty good though. I love seeing that in like medieval stuff where they're like, "Yep, just a skeleton in jail with you."
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mike.
Hey, there we go.
But yeah, it's kind of a fun one to do.
Is that an Ewok hand?
No, so
This is Kodiak Bearpaw.
Kodiak Bearpaw.
Okay,
so I actually
gotcha.
I built Thomas the Tank Spider while wearing these, and it was
Great
nightmare.
Yeah.
That's something I actually want to do on my channel at some point. Have a bunch of people and have people have mittens on or something, and be like, all right, try to build whatever.
I was gonna do big old rubber, like cleaning rubber gloves.
We
I
can do all kinds
thoroughly
of things.
recommend doing it. I also thoroughly recommend taking breaks.
Oh yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, God, it's here in the kitchen if you want me to pull down that nightmare.
Well, they haven't. I don't think Vab and Johnny have seen it, so I'm gonna say
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
but that's up to
Yeah.
you.
Do
Yeah,
the
let
thing.
me mute and I'll be back.
All right.
Yep, I agree. I have never seen. I've watched many streams. I have never seen a bear claw. That's fantastic.
It's funny
I've been
because
to
I've
many
seen.
pastries. I've been to many pastries, and I've seen many bear claws.
Can I do that for anybody? This is so weird. So just the V key while I'm in here turns my camera off. That's
Oh,
okay.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I have my laptop
I was
closed.
trying to
Can't-
paste something over in.
Oh no! It
Yeah.
interacts with it.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to hit V to do to change the cursor in Studio, and the focus was just on the different windows.
Oh, gotcha.
I hear Beth getting ready. Are you ready to leave? Yeah. All right, 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Remember to text him when you get there.
Ah,
I probably won't.
yeah, she'll text at like 10:30. I'm here, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I will be wearing bear claws on my stream.
Okay. Are you ready?
Bye.
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 You're awesome, Beth.
Aw,
You're awesome.
Oh, whoa, she heard it. All right.
yeah. Quality sound in here.
There you go. Well,
Chat also
are you-
says bye too.
Bye.
are you sure you're ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
We're ready for this. Come on.
So, this, I was gonna say, try to get a good look at the face, but yeah, just in its
Thomas the tank
entirety.
scorpion. That is so
It's-
great.
Yeah, the tank spider, but
Okay.
yeah,
That's great.
no.
I was gonna say lobster.
Yeah, kind of
love-
like a blue lobster. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, this nightmare will be making an appearance at Brick Slopes. So who?
Yeah, I
and
was
or
excited
Ray?
when you said you're going to Brick Slopes with that.
Yeah.
Which is Brick Slopes? I've not heard of that one.
It's in
It's
Utah.
out of yeah, Salt Lake.
Oh, cool.
Here's a pretty good look at it right here.
Well, you have an overall image. Oh yeah. That
Yep.
is fantastic.
Yeah, he's like, it's nightmare inducing, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I vehemently disagree with you. I have to
it's-
No, that is.
I have to live with the damn thing.
I would like,
can-
I voted for a couple like favorites in show kind of thing at conventions, and I would
Right.
absolutely put a piece by this one.
So, question: the I know I can't. I'm trying to point and I can't because it doesn't work. The things. Yeah, right there. Yep. Those. What are those white?
Those look like bionicle things.
Is that what
yeah,
they are?
there's some kind of like chest plate thing. They
Mhm.
were like $1 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
They're probably, if it's gray, it may be Hero Forge stuff.
Oh, they're white actually.
Or
Yeah.
Stormtrooper, like the buildable Stormtrooper figure pieces.
Ooh, probably, yeah.
Well, there's another. There's a 3-in-1 pack coming out that's all buildable. Stormtrooper, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett. So maybe they'll have that in there.
You're okay? Did you mean Nightmare Set?
Yeah, that's the ones after Dreams comes out. It's all nightmares.
Actually, wait. You know what? Oh, I just had a killer idea. Oh, look at that. That's so great.
Yeah, that's again that to give you an idea of how big it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good scale. So they're coming out with Dreams. What if we did? You know how? Yeah, obviously you came out with Vlasic Space. What if we did Nightmares?
If we did
What
Nightmares,
if we did Nightmares? That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Like take
So
all the.
there's-
Like,
There's
Take
a
the
couple
turtle?
of sets that are. I'm gonna pull up all the Dream sets because
Yeah.
there's a couple that are like, that's a little freaky.
freaky. Like take the turtle van, which looks so cool, and everybody needs to have a turtle van, and turn that nightmarish. Like how would you do that? That would be so cool.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good. So,
Yeah.
like this one's a little creepy because it's got this giant eye in the middle of it.
Shark boat.
And oh, it's the shark. Yeah.
The shark boat. That's a little disconcerting. I mean, disconcerting is a good thing for like
Oh,
most
wait,
of these.
right. Yeah, that one.
This one's
No,
pretty weird.
Yeah, that one, and then right above it looks a little weird too. Actually, that looks
so-
really creepy.
Yeah, this looks like little Slenderman-y kind of thing.
Huh.
Slender Man, tickle or what is it? Whatever fingers.
Oh, salad
Oh.
fingers.
Salad fingers, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's kind of what it reminds me of. That one, I mean, it is cool looking, but it still looks kind of like I'm an evil Pegasus, you know?
Right.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got a mean eye and everything.
Yeah. Huh.
Black and purple.
Nice call.
I thank you, program.
That's but these like where is it? These pieces, these giant like rubberized kind of fin pieces, those are really great. Where is this one? It's got this dual mold sword.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't show it, but this is a dual mold
Oh, it's a double
piece
blade.
right there.
Oh yeah. I actually think that bunny rabbit looks a little weird.
It does. I'm excited to put it together. But again, I
Oh.
get more joints out of this.
Right.
So that's probably why these were on Pick a Brick wall, because they came in this set.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And the like the loose brick stuff is all over the store. Like they've got the build something while you're here kind of thing, and it's all these pieces from this
Yeah.
one set.
I know they're not going for this, but I can't get over that the rabbit looks like it's about it, like it's winding up to just punt this lady.
Yeah. With
Well, that's
flames
true,
on it
you
too.
are.
It's a definite
Yep.
Pacific Rim kind of move where it's like rocket punch.
It's-
Yeah. That would be what was the original one? Shoot. It was an old 80s movie. It was about the robots, and it was bad graphics and everything like that. RoboJocks. Was that it? RoboJocks?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, I
what
don't
they-
remember.
They had the fist that came out and went, yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, but that'd be a cool thing to do. Like we could each pick the van or the rabbit and then just turn it into whatever nightmare version of it.
I think we must do this now.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, as far as fun little builds, I got my and the leg comes off, of course, but got my own little Kodiak there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
So-
cool.
This is usually what shows up in my videos and
Mhm.
stands in place for me.
All
Wow.
your stop motion of you introducing
Yeah.
stuff.
All good
Well,
things.
me. Hold on. If I disable my camera, it goes to my icon, right? There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. So if I bring on the camera, there's Johnny.
Hey. There you go.
Yay! Sig fig.
Yep. That was pick a
Oh, my
brick,
sig fig.
or not pick a brick. That was the figure. So yeah,
think I thought I
gotta have your icon.
Yeah. I think I thought I brought mine to Brick Rodeo, and it must have ended up in my suitcase or pocket or something. I have to order some more.
It happens.
I also want to have a lot more to like when you go to conventions, you trade with other people.
Oh yeah, I never even thought about that actually.
They do that. So we'll usually have like swap meets.
Mhm.
And it's like after hours, and it's usually just like it becomes an excuse for vendors to like try to sell more stuff, but it's supposedly more like a garage sale.
Oh right,
So
yeah.
you bring something like you've got a bunch of extra stuff that you maybe want to trade with somebody, but everybody also brings like tiles with their stuff printed on them or sig figs or something like that.
Right.
I have one of your sig figs, Missy.
Uh-oh.
I have 3 sig figs. I have mine, yours, and Michaela's. So that's Missy's.
What's your icon you are? I can't see what it is.
Looks like a bird of some sort at a glance.
Yeah. It does
When
look
ju-
like a
Ooh.
duck.
Yes,
Is it the
Missy,
duck?
that is an amazing tagline. When dreams turn into
Dreams turn
nightmares.
into nightmares.
Oh, Tiki. Oh, okay. Her chicken. I've seen pictures of them. She has.
Fab
Chickens.
is quietly working over here.
Oh, he is. He is focused.
Yep.
What are you working on?
Secret project.
No. You have to come on his stream to find out.
I was gonna say that looks like an engine cluster to me, but fair enough.
Ooh.
Well, this is what I finished up yesterday on my stream. Was the engine cluster?
Oh, show the. Do you have the real? Like, can you switch your camera and show like the actual thing that you built, like the actual physical?
No, I don't have. I took everything down last night after stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have that camera up.
Because it looked really good.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, it looks exactly like this right here,
Fair enough.
and it works. It's nice, sturdy. It's solid, and like Johnny said, I can put the some bars down
Yeah,
them.
put the bars in there, and that'll secure
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
because I was worried about weight.
Mhm.
My weight. Go to here.
I mean, I played Kerbal Space Program. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was worried about the weight, the engines on the non-connected portions to the center,
Right.
and I was worried that they were just going to dip down and bend and everything. But no, as soon as
Yeah.
I got it built, I was tickled pink that I know it's not going to do that. So
Yeah. Good deal.
A well with a frog. A little green frog. One more bag to go.
Oh, what are you gonna do when you're done?
Maybe I'll build this. I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna
I'm kinda-
open it?
I don't know. I'm kind of excited about. I mean, it's Blacktron.
Yeah.
Blacktron is just so iconic. Oh, I'll
don't
show
think
here. Because Kodiak doesn't know, but I had my 100th stream on Tuesday,
Ooh, nice.
and I did a contest where people had to guess the number of pieces in a mock that I did. So I don't know how much you know about old school Blacktron.
Literally nothing.
Well, so this is my little micro scale version of the Blacktron base that I did. This is from the 80s. And this is something that I actually have. Yeah, I'm never done. But this is the actual set.
Ah.
So it's two base plates. One is the crater plate and one is just a flat plate. And it's got this little thing, and it's got these things that make it move and open up and stuff like that. So I
Very neat.
utilized the moving parts so that it can open up.
Okay.
And then, well, let me move the little ship and the little craft. And this moves sideways.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to. I like the idea of like, hey, I can make my own little micropolis of classic space type stuff. So Ben's doing Vlasic space. I'm doing micro whatever, and I decided next I would do the monorail, which I never had at the time, and then 2 weeks ago I got it.
There you
I
go.
got it in a massive load of Legos that I have to sort, and I'm getting bins for it because it's going to be a huge undertaking. But like I saw on the post on Marketplace, I'm like, I know what that is. I saw the instructions and everything, and I'm like, oh, if I could get
Somebody
that
had it
thing.
on like Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, yeah,
Oh my
they were
God.
here a little bit north of Pittsburgh, and it was funny because like the guy was like, he loves bases, and I'm like, well, why don't you want this? He's like, because it's incomplete. And I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, okay, the instructions are here, and he wanted my Blacktron instruction, and I was like, no, I'm keeping those. But he was like, it's incomplete. I'm like, how is it incomplete? He's like, oh, all the pieces aren't there. And I started looking through after I got it, and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. And I don't think he claims that he dumped. I mean, these are giant bins. I mean, like, they're very, very full. And he claimed he dumped them all out to sort through them and stuff. And I'm like looking through, and like there's so much like Bionicle in these and stuff like that. I'm like, there's no way he dumped these out. He has no idea what was in here. So it's like, all right.
Yeah. Huh.
So.
And the rest of the world gets extraordinarily jealous.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Oh yeah, I played around with those before.
I'm trying to get... So this guy is very thin legs,
Oh yeah.
but kind of a big head. So he's a little... He's bigger than... If you guys know the game or not, he's bigger than a Scrapper, but smaller than... one of the other big cat ones, like a Sawtooth.
A mammoth. I know everything about the game from watching your streams.
Huh.
And every now and then I see the Lego, the Horizon Zero Dawn tall neck or whatever it is.
Yeah. Honestly, if you got a PlayStation, I highly recommend it. I know not a lot of people
I
do.
do not.
So.
I don't have time for
This
video
is the
games.
guy right here. This little guy. This little black one down here.
There he is.
And so he's about as big as this,
Oh. Ooh.
which isn't much bigger than the figure. This is what I have. This is my scale. This is what I'm trying to scale to.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how much bigger than that is this thing supposed to be?
Well, this is what I'm going off of. Is this picture? This is all I have. There's no size chart anywhere in existence that says this thing is 2 meters tall or 4 meters long or anything like that. There's nothing like that.
So it's reference photos and what you've created, and it's like, okay, start here and
Yeah. So my scale exists between the actual Lego set of the tall neck,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then the Hachiroku's Thunderjaw, and then the figure that you get with the tall neck, and that's what I got to go on. And so I'm like, all right, well, she stands about shoulder, like she's maybe one head taller than this little horse thing, or maybe as tall as it, right? So that's what. And these are grossly out of proportion because, like, so I've got this is kind of. Let's see what I've got. So these are all the ones that I've got already, and this will probably kill my stream, but we'll see how it goes.
Studio.
I'm trying to replicate
Versus it.
that image with all the ones that I've already designed.
Yeah.
So that's that, right? But you can see, like, this thing needs to be like twice as big for it to make sense.
Oh,
So it just really doesn't.
gotcha. Oh,
So
interesting.
this guy I'm working on needs to be somewhere in between like this guy and this guy.
Oh, so not much to work with then.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like every animal is supposed to have 4 joints in their legs, right? If you're looking at this image, better one in here somewhere. Here's a good one.
Oh yeah, because it goes
So hip?
backwards.
Hip, elbow,
knee,
wrist, finger joints,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this one would be like shoulder, elbow, wrist, finger, right? So, but they're it's these very skinny legs.
That
trying to
one
get
technically
forward.
has 5, doesn't it, in the front?
Well, I think this one is supposed to be like this is a joint right here,
Right.
and then there's another one here, here, and here. So
Right,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4. This one just happens to have like this kind of bit that goes up.
It's got like a carapace over it.
Yeah, something. It's odd. It's very odd. But yeah, you can see there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some of these I'm not sure. That may be a 5th one. You're right.
It's hard. It's really hard to tell with that covering.
Because this is like maybe it's
Yeah.
up here too, or this is the joint and this just attaches. I don't know. But anyway,
Or it's like a wing type thing that like goes up.
yeah, maybe it just extends up from the shoulder.
Why not look at cat bones? Like a cat.
So
skull?
that's-
There you go.
That's kind of what I did with a couple of them. For the sawtooth, I looked at a cat skeleton, and that's how I kind of figured it out. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where I came up with like I need 4 joints. So there's a hip. This would be like hip, knee, ankle, toes, right? These are its toes, and so full thing. So it's almost its ankle is right here, and then its toe bones are right here.
Oh
So it's-
yeah, because it walks on it. Yeah, right.
It basically walks on the balls of its feet, like this. Its paw is your fingers. Like this is a cat's paw, and this section, the palm of it, is like this big long section right here. So it's just really weird. But like most four-legged quadrupeds are built like that, or at least cat and dogs are like that. They're slightly different. Cows and horses and hoofed animals are also very different. So I had to do something different for the trampler, which was like a bison. So that was a different skeleton to look at. Yeah, this is why this takes so stinking long, because I'm like, well, it's got to have this many joints, and it's got to,
You are what?
But then
set
trying to
is that?
cram that many joints into basically a minifigure and a half tall thing is really difficult. And sometimes you can get away with it with like just using 3 joints and just kind of being like, yeah, it's kind of in there. So like this looks okay, but I don't know. I tried to make it too hard on myself. Everybody relax. Beth is now at work.
Yay! All right, we need to guess what set UR is building because I have no idea what the number is. Give us a hint. UR.
60253. 6 sounds like a friend set, maybe. I know 7 is a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah.
4
yeah.
is usually.
Isn't 4 like I want to? Oh, maybe
4 is City.
Is it? Disagree. This is 4.
3 is City. No, 3 is Creator.
I would say 4 is Blacktron, so it might be ideas and gifts and stuff like that.
Well, 4 is also like I'm looking at a House of the World. It's also a 4.
Oh, okay. So it could be like just not random, but like
Flowers.
Right.
Flowers are 4s.
oh.
Lego's drunk. We understand.
Yeah. Greens is also 7.
Is it?
So
6.
I think 6 is Friends, but I think Friends is also a 4 too. So now I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Give us a hint, UR.
Please.
Please.
And we'll put our guesses in. We'll do the guessing thing like we did with my stream.
And whoever gets closest gets another set from Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. It's so nice of you.
Wow.
Working
You get
the
choice of what's in my hand or what's in my other hand. Your favorite thing to eat. Oh, I bet you I know what it is.
Is it a dandelion?
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
That new.
An ice cream truck?
Yeah, I bet you it's the ice cream truck. Which means it would be... Oh, I had it right here. There it is.
Look at that.
How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Good job, Vab. Vab, you get a prize.
You get
What's
what's
in this
Say
hand?
Chewbacca or Boba
what's in
Fett.
your right hand.
Now, if you could get Chewbacca as a prize and you could just use the pieces, I'm sure you'd be fine with it. Well, I don't know what you could do with all that brown. You would pass on it. So bad, I don't even want it for the pieces.
Hey, Kodiak, have you seen these yet?
What?
Yeah.
You're missing
I
out,
think-
man.
Yeah, clearly. Shit.
Yeah, these. I don't know. Like, I think these came in.
Yeah, it was.
Trying to think, because I think I've had a couple, but I'm trying to remember what sets. The Justifier? No. Well, we can find out.
I haven't built my Justifier yet, but I'm missing bag 1 anyway.
Oh, it's in 19 sets. Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in any.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, I don't buy a whole lot of new Lego. Most of the stuff I work on, the Italian guy I work with, he tends to use like older pieces
Yeah.
when he's designing stuff.
Do you work with Mario?
No, yeah.
Just the way you said that, the Italian is like you wanted to keep it hush hush.
It's Darth Designer.
Yeah, the Dark Designer. Although he, I will say, no joking aside, he is actually a pizza smith in Naples, Italy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his day job is pizza, and that's so freaking on the nose. I'm just like, dude, for real? You know?
It is also worth mentioning he holds the record for the angriest I have ever encountered any human being, and it was when I brought his attention to Totino's pizza rolls.
Oh
Their
no!
existence.
Oh no!
Why?
Well, what Totino's provides, this may shock to our very carbon-enriched cores, but that's not what pizza rolls are.
Yeah,
He's like, what kind of like pasta do they use in these? I'm like, it's bread. Like
It's nothing.
it's
yeah.
He was
it's
livid,
bread
wasn't
that they
he?
use. He was on stream, and I wish I could go back and find which one this is. He like slowly takes off his headphones, sets them down, stands up, goes into the other room, screeches, and then comes back. And he was so mad about it that later he sent me like the genuine recipe for Italian like pizza rolls.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
And the best way I can describe it is it's much closer to what we would think of as like a cinnamon roll, but with pizza ingredients.
Oh, that makes
interesting.
sense.
Yeah.
Stuff that we see on like TikTok or Reels or something now and go, that's genius, and everybody in Italy's going, you idiots.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing
You
this forever.
idiots!
Yeah. This must have been a while ago. He hasn't done any streams recently.
No, this I still lived in the apartment when he did that stream, so it was over a year ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I caught his most recent one. I'm like, where the hell have you been?
Being
a
a
pizza.
pizza smith is literally what he's been doing.
If you guys aren't
So-
aware, if you look
Yeah,
up,
he just gets so
if you look up
busy.
Darth Designer, he does a lot, and I can pull it up here in a second. He does a lot. Like, if you think I've got a stupid amount of microfighters, you should see the amount of stuff that he has for military aircraft, ships, helicopters,
Oh yeah.
Well,
Star
yeah.
Wars stuff, scale.
You do have a stupid amount of microfighters, but that means he just has an insane amount.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's ridiculous how much stuff he's done.
That's cool though.
And it's all, and the thing is, there's not like a miss in it. Like, they're all real good. And he usually does his best to keep it to scale. So if it's like he'll do scale to itself almost. Like if he's going to do a 1:72 or 1:50 or something, he's like, all right, well, one stud equals 3 feet or whatever, and he keeps.
Oh
everything.
yeah.
He'll work with like the blueprints in the background, all the elevations, just really really good stuff.
I was gonna say I do actually. I have a couple of his builds because your boy does the instructions for a lot of his stuff.
Ya boy, huh?
Your boy, this bear, if you will. But yeah, I've built quite a few of his different things. I mean, even the Thomas you were showing off earlier, I had it next to his F-22 Raptor, just because again I was in awe at the size of that. Just that entire build.
Oh wait! He's got. No way. He's done those. He does the Mon Calamari cruisers.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that is one thing I wish Lego would do.
Yeah, 100%.
Now they are doing the Tantive 4 as like they did the Executor, which is cool, and I'm hoping they're going to do more of those. That would be so awesome.
Let's see. He did the it's not the Dreadnought, whatever the like giant First Order.
The big wing
like
looking thing.
Snoke's ship.
No, I don't think it was Snoke's ship. It was whatever the like starting thing is. I just remember doing the instructions for it, and it was insane.
Is it the one that they hyperspace through or whatever?
Yeah, it's or not the one they hyperspace through. It's got the big like cross at the front of it. That guy, yeah.
No.
Oh, it's yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
Yep.
With the cannons underneath?
No, I don't think he did the Dreadnought. I have the instructions for it. What am I doing?
Because the other one just looks like a flying wing.
Just pull up my folder. Hang on. New projects.
There's the one with the cross in the front. We see at the very beginning of Force Awakens is this one. It's got a little bit.
Yeah, the Resurgence. That's what it was.
Ah, okay.
No, it's huge.
That's what she said.
Whoa, hey.
Hey.
See, you need that on your soundboard. So you say it is huge. That's what she said.
I mean, in its place, I have
strangled cry.
What the heck was that?
that was the Lego Yoda death sound.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Will it let me no, it won't let me share images here. I was gonna say I have like the screenshot I did for the Resurgence, because this thing is just massive.
Did you have it up on Instagram?
I probably shared it to Instagram. Hang on. I don't remember what I have and haven't shared to Instagram.
I am really impressed with this 3-in-1 set because they have a lot of the cool classic castle-looking things.
Did you tear it apart and rebuild it?
Huh? No.
Or is that just another part of it?
This is just the other part of it. So yeah, this is the last wing. So this is bag 7. So, ooh, I get to put it together, and then there's other stuff that has to go in. So, all right, let's move this over.
Look at you punk, putting 6 pictures up of that thing to make it look all nice.
Heyo. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that lately.
That was a good shot. That was a good bunch of shots, though.
Thank you. I loved driving 7 hours to spend roughly half an hour doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's another good one. Is that one of his, that A10?
Yeah, so that's his A10 next to an actual A10.
Oh, that's cool. I did the same thing with my DeLorean.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a picture, like we have a car cruise. It's one of the biggest on the East Coast at the beginning of the summer. And there's a guy that's not too far from me that has a very movie-accurate done DeLorean. And so I got pictures of my DeLorean on it and beside it and everything like that, and was talking to the guy. It was a lot of fun.
There's a
Yep, here it is.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found the screenshot I did of it, and I'm just sent it to you.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what this is. I forgot about this.
Yep.
Oh, they. Oh, yeah.
Trying to identify size by piece. Yeah, it was 1x4 tiles right on the front. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a good like actual, probably about as big as the light cruiser that we just got, the Architens.
Probably.
Fab, how long is the executor that you got the instructions for it?
13 foot.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
That's
Speaking of
gonna be
shots,
that's gonna be a long-term project.
So
speaking of shots I'm proud of, that hind was a lot of fun to put together.
have you guys seen this group? The 8th Fleet Project?
I've heard about them. That
Um,
Vader helmet looks cool.
where is it? 8th? There it is. Okay. They are building a minifig scale Star Destroyer.
Which is insane. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
yeah,
About all
this
these
is
supports and everything.
so dumb. It is so dumb.
That's a polite way of putting it.
So they're big on like doing the studio designs for like actual minifig scale kind of things, but
Right.
like they're trying to do a Star Destroyer, and so like here's like the different. This is pretty funny. These are all the different sections for everything, and you know like the internal supports and whatever. I actually got they sent me this one. They sent me this so I could open it up in studio just to see how big it was.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it literally, like from about here back, it literally disappears. Like it's so
Yeah.
big that you can't see what it can't render.
Oh,
it in studio.
I believe that. Some
Yeah.
of the videos I work in, like I build some pretty large settings occasionally, and yeah, stuff just disappears after a
Yeah.
while. It's
it feels like trying to look at galaxies that are moving away too fast,
Uh-huh.
and it's just they're moving away faster than light. You're like, well, that doesn't exist for me anymore. Sorry.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
I mean, the
so-
concept is a
that's
good idea, but I understand they're trying to do something that's really massive and stuff like it, but like so much wasted space and like.
Yep. Well, and they're trying to do it like compartmentally, so they'll build different sections, you know, to fit different things, and I just don't know like what kind of computer would be able to. I don't even know that Studio could handle a certain amount. I mean, we talked about this in previous streams, like what Studio can handle,
Yeah.
and I don't think
Oh,
it's.
I pretty regularly break studio with my
Yeah.
animations. It's
Well, I thought I was doing pretty good with 62, 63K. Vab had something like 100 and something K.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think it's not really a matter of the software breaking either. It's just like whatever your memory can handle.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of
I might
times,
be breaking studio right now with what I'm loading.
Uh oh, we're gonna watch.
Oh my word! Oh, there's one of those spheres. Look at that.
He's rendered a minifig scale globe.
Well,
Is it
it's
3 feet?
6 foot. 6
Or
foot
6
diameter globe.
Jeez.
Which
Steel
looks
City Lug
incredibly
needs
cool.
to do project support and get this thing get pieces for it.
I need to step up my game, man. Good lord. I can only dream of waiting this long for something of mine to load.
Yeah. What does that say? 279,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Woof. I'm gonna get back to my 80-piece microfighters.
While this renders in.
So modest.
Watch it fill in though. You can like see the oceans are forming.
Yeah.
On the timeline of our planet's history.
Right. It almost looks like it's forming. First there was Pangea.
Right. In the beginning, the Earth was void.
So while this finishes rendering, are you guys Witcher fans?
I was
I've
up
never
to the
played
last
it, but
season.
yeah.
Say that again.
I was up to the last season.
So I've never been. I'm watching the 3rd season now, and I haven't got to a point where it's upsetting me yet. But I'm only like 2 episodes in, so I'm sure I still have a few to go. But I also never played the game, so I don't know how far it's. Like, I've heard this season catches a lot of flack, but I don't know if it's because the production quality's garbage or if it's like strays so far from the game or the books or whatever that it's not even funny anymore.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what season they're on now. They're going into season 4.
No, this is
No,
this
3 is out.
3 is the newest one.
Okay. And that
Last
one has
one was,
Henry Cavill still in it, right?
Yeah. It hasn't.
Yeah.
We don't have.
So that season does go off of lore. I mean, it's like it doesn't follow the games. It's its own type of, and that's why it's caught so much flack.
Got it.
Well, even like the previous 2 seasons, like I watched the previous 2. I haven't watched this one yet, but like the previous 2, like I've never played the games, but I know it's about, Geralt. It's about these other characters too, but like it doesn't seem like it focuses enough on him. It's always like everybody else that it focuses on, and I'm like, well, wait, I want to see more of what he does and stuff. And it's like, well, he's there a little bit.
I think they kind of have to. I think you do that with everything that is like, this is a first player or a third player game. That I know they're probably taking a lot from that, but if they're taking from the books, I don't know if the books ever explored other characters or not.
Yeah.
I do not know.
I know that there's talk of doing a Horizon Zero Dawn show or movie or something, and I'm like, nope, don't even do it. Don't break my heart with your stupid, because it's going to be, the showrunner is going to be somebody who doesn't know PlayStation. Sony makes a PlayStation or something.
Well, that's the sad thing, is whenever you have these people that are like, oh yeah, I'm a fan, and then you find out later it's like, oh yeah, I haven't really, they did that. Oh, I forget who it was. There was someone that, like, it was in one of the Star Wars ones, one of the Marvel ones, and they were like, yeah, I have no idea. I like, they played a character, they wrote for it, and they're like, yeah, I've never watched it. I have no idea what this character is and stuff. It's like, how can you do that? You're just like making up stuff. Oh, he's falling over.
I'm tempted just to leave this like this. But God, that head is dumb.
They must have fixed some
Do
of
you like the way that looks?
in studio.
What's that?
They must have fixed some of the memory issues in studio.
I wonder if they did, because that looks like it's coming together.
Yeah, because
You've got a ton of memory on your machine though, right?
Yeah, 256 gig.
Holy crap! That's like a server.
Well,
That's better than some servers.
Well, yeah.
I built it just to be close to being a server.
Yeah. I mean, I've only got 32 gig on mine.
I'm running a Threadripper, so
Oh,
tier Threadripper, so. But I wanted the Mac. I built it specifically for the studio program because I knew I had all these memory issues and everything. So,
yeah.
So, did you? And I am almost afraid to ask. Have you done instructions for this globe?
no.
No, that's why we have you on stream tonight, Kodiak. You wanted to get you to do it.
I'm good. I'm not that good.
There's a lot that I want to do with this globe, but that I haven't done. I just kind of like got the globe actually designed.
Yeah. Well, and so for all the instructions I do, because Darth sends me like the file, and I'll like rip it apart, separate it into the steps, do the instructions, add the watermarks, everything like that. And occasionally they balloon in size. So
makes sense.
that was my curiosity on this, is if you had done, and I'm using air quotes here, instructions for this thing. I'm just trying to wager what the file size would be.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
be
man.
honest. I don't even know what the file size is.
Just on its own.
For the IO.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the IO file.
Oh, Yura says she did not like the last episode. It just ended. Whatever episode it was.
I'm only on. I think I stopped with like 10 minutes to go to come do streaming tonight. So I think I'm on the second or third episode. And it's fine. Like I would almost rather watch, unless it gets really bad, I would almost rather watch bad. If this is bad, I'd rather watch this being bad than most other TV shows.
I hear that.
But again, I don't know if like, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like a low end consumer of media. Like something being terrible doesn't really bother me as much as other people.
Sure.
So it's hard to say.
I tend to try to judge things on their own merits. Because I know a lot of people go into stuff and like, oh, it was terrible compared to X.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, okay, great. Glad that you've watched the other thing. But did this, quote unquote, fail of its own volition?
Right. Like if you didn't know anything else about the universe that it's in.
Yeah.
See, to a point, I'm okay with that. But like when they have stuff that is source material and then they stray far from it, that's where, even if it's not something I've watched, but like I know other people that are fans of it, they're like, it just isn't what. I mean, I get it. A lot of people are like, oh, it isn't what I think it should be. Yeah, everyone has their own thoughts and stuff, but whenever it's not what has already been established, then it's like, eh.
Yeah.
Mm.
I also
All
think
right,
there's
we
a
are
realm
done.
of like death of the author that kind of has to come into that. And maybe I'm just speaking as a creator, but I mean the new like Star Wars, the sequels, if you will, for me are a great example of this because I mean,
Disney trilogy.
they're terrible like Star Wars sequels, but what I tried to approach them with was the question of, okay, are these good movies on their own? And
No.
the answer is no.
I think they probably only survive because they are in the Star Wars universe.
You're right.
And I think,
yeah.
I mean, it definitely has inspired like a new generation, and great, fine, wonderful. They can, they have nowhere to go but up as far as consuming Star Wars.
They have a long way to go, even up.
Exactly. But the existence of the sequels doesn't prevent me from going back and watching the original trilogy.
Correct.
Those are still there. And I think that's a lot of my pushback whenever I hear the sort of criticism that's like, oh, they ruined Ghostbusters because X, Y, or Z. And it's like, the original is still there.
Awesome.
You can still go watch it, and it's still like,
Yeah. They
it's
didn't
still there.
erase it from the book of life,
Right.
Yeah.
So just pretend that every single franchise has a multiverse, and you say, well, this is one of the ones that was in a universe that I am not a part of.
Fair enough.
So what you are said is that, are you saying at the end of season 3?
I think so. I think we were still talking about that.
Yeah.
I will say, I watched Secret Invasion, so y'all don't have to. And that's what I felt like at the end of that. I was like, that was arguably the most empty show I've ever seen. It felt so sad.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Like it didn't have a point, so to speak.
Yep. And again, there was a lot of source material they could have pulled from, but I feel like whoever was in charge. And from what I've read too, there was a lot of they had to reshoot a lot because, and this is hilarious, there was supposed to be a stronger plot about Russia, and they had started shooting about a year or so ago, right when Russia invaded Ukraine.
Oh.
So there was serious concern about like international relations because of this. So they basically ended up reshooting like 40% of the show.
Interesting.
But again, and then I think some of that, it's like we're also people are still trying to deal with, you know, how to do pandemic shooting and things like that.
Right.
But I just remember feeling this was the same feeling watching the show as I got watching Willow. I was very excited for Willow. There was a lot of Willow that worked, but it felt very empty. And by the time it ended, and it kind of ended on a little bit, not a cliffhanger, but like, oh, they've definitely left the door wide open for some stuff. And then it got canceled. And I'm like, well, because it wasn't very good. Like the nostalgia like burned out in the first episode. And after that, you got to tell a good story. And if you can't, you know.
If you rely only on that nostalgia to keep people hooked, it's not going to last.
Right.
Yep.
And I got so tired of looking at like hot young actors just looking mopey at each other. I'm like, I can only do this for a couple episodes before I get really bored, you know.
So back to this globe though, real quick, because
it's done.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm trying to close out some of the other IO files.
I see. Good luck.
Wow.
Good night.
Well, you want to know how many gigs of RAM?
Yes, we do.
Has to be using at least 64.
Pull up your task manager.
How many more do I have to download before
Download more RAM.com.
Yeah, I have to download more RAM before I can render this thing.
The studio says that it's using about 17 gigs of RAM right now. And
Only 17? Wow.
Yeah,
That actually seems a little low.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think Studio fixed some of their memory issues because usually that
would be
been
good.
Close to 50%, which would use about 128 gigs of RAM on my computer.
Yeah, I'm only running about 1.2 right now, so that makes sense.
Let's see, what's my studio chugging at?
With the sliding door on this build, which build? Oh, the castle.
There we go. Now it's running smoothly.
Yes, the castle was finished. We'll look at the world first, and then we can look at the castle because it's all done.
So is this a straight up like Lowell sphere or whatever, or does it have like an internal structure?
It's a Lowell sphere.
Okay.
You even got the Hawaii.
Yeah.
Well, pour some out for Maui, man. Maui's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't watch the news. It tends to actively trigger my anxiety.
Well, don't forget I said anything because it's terrible.
Yeah,
I
can only wager.
We actually we were there last year on vacation, and the kids' moms tried to got in contact with the lady who owns the dive shop that we went to, and they're like, yeah, it's all gone. Like this whole town is gone.
Right.
Like all of Lanai is gone. And a couple areas.
How did it start? I mean, that's the only thing that I don't understand. Was it like a brush fire, or was it the volcanoes erupting or something?
It was. It wasn't the volcanoes, but it was, I think, regular brush fires that were exacerbated by the fact that they got winds from a Cat 4 hurricane that blew them, and everything there has been dry just as it's been here because it's been hot everywhere. And so they haven't had the rains that they really have been expecting. And this Lanai area of town is the oldest area. And it's like all these old places that were built in the 1700s that are basically boxes of wood that just, 70-mile-an-hour winds and some fires just blew through and wiped the whole place out.
You know, pretty much what how Canada started.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. This is so unreal. I like how you buried the lead on that. We're like looking at rockets and stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I've got this 200,000 piece globe, by the way, just sitting back here.
Yeah, well, this is my biggest biggest set that I have.
Fair enough. I'm glancing here. Is the Great Salt Lake like large enough for you to have even put it on there? Like at this scale? Because you've got the Great Lakes, but
Do you have like
Is
a
that
big
it?
lake in Utah?
yeah, no, I mean it's large enough you can see it from space.
It's not on here.
Huh.
So actually, I used a sculpting program that I found to do this, but I had to create the STL files in Blender to get it to work. So it's not.
I'm
100%.
judging. Yeah, and no worries. I'm just judging by the size of the Great Lakes because it looks like you've only got it a couple studs across, but
Yeah.
The Great Salt Lake is. I mean, it's a big lake, but it's nowhere near the size of like Lake Michigan or any of those.
That's still incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, this is a 6-foot diameter
Right.
thing, so that scale is like 1 to 100 billion or something like that.
It's just some incredibly, tiny or big number.
What's up, Dusty? How's it going?
Howdy, Dusty.
I think everything is sort of like the top faces of a bunch of 1x1 bricks, so I think they inadvertently stick up.
Yeah, see, this is what I was gonna change on this globe was all the oceans. I wanted to do clear studded for the oceans
Yeah.
to get to like the sand.
So just select all,
Yeah,
change the cursor to the palette to the blue, and then just change that to trans light blue or trans blue.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot more that I want to do to it before. This is just. Plus, I need to go inside and clear out all the interior because I have a design for an interior that uses steel boxes. That way, you can put a wire through the top and actually mount it up in there.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do you go up to? I want to do this. Go up to model and do model info, and I want to see what the weight says it is.
Oh yeah. Calculating.
Do the physical information.
I saw the price.
What is that? $22 million?
No, 324,000.
Oh, that's not.
And it's undefined. There's a U after it.
Yeah.
Listen, honey, we can't have our dream house. I need this 6-foot globe.
I'm not even going to do the math on 30,000 ounces.
How many ounces?
30,000.
Hold on, let me.
All right, I'll do
Google
the
ounces.
calculator.
If only we had
30,000
computers.
divided by
If
16.
only. Could you guys
18
imagine if we had like
1,800 pounds.
Seems a little low.
A ton? A ton seems a little low.
Yeah, I got 18. Well, if you just did 30,000, I got 18.
I just rounded it to 30,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just incredible, though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this also has an interior, and a lot of the pieces aren't being picked up because they're unavailable in that color.
Yeah.
Right.
ah,
So this is all skewed just to just from that alone.
Yeah. That is still just unreal.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers.
And I did pretty much almost all the planets in the solar system except for the gas giants.
Nice.
So I have Mercury, Venus, Mars, the Earth, the Moon. And I'm sorry, but I still count Pluto as a planetary body.
Oh, for
It
sure.
is. It is.
Hey, you're in
What I
good
learned in
company.
school.
So, but yeah, that's what I got.
That's really cool. I don't even know where to go from here. You've literally built the world.
It's Vab's world.
It's what?
It's Vab's world.
Bab's world. We're all just Emmett trying to get a stud.
Incredible.
All right, let's see if my studio will react to me exiting out of it.
Yeah. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's revolving.
Oh God, what's that from? That was familiar.
Monty Python.
Okay.
Revolving at 900 miles an hour. Good song. The Universe song. That was from Meaning of Life.
I will admit I am not like the hugest of Monty Python fans.
I love Monty Python. I haven't watched it a lot. Flying Circus is so good. I mean, like, most everything they do is so good. Initializing. It's going to take forever.
I do remember liking Life of Brian more than I did Holy Grail, though.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's true. They did have the stonings.
I think my favorite joke in that was, and I'm gonna butcher it, but paraphrasing, where the guy's like, something about, don't you all want to think for yourselves? And they all say no, and that one person goes, I do, you know.
They all stone him.
Yeah.
That was what the whole thing was about stoning. They had like all these rules and stuff, and it was all women were wearing fake mustaches so they could be there. Like there cannot be any women here. Are you sure there are no women here? Oh no. Like, are you positive? Oh, Kodiak, thanks for subscribing.
For sure.
Mars. Good Lord.
Hey, you could build that and then put the Mars rover on there.
Well, this one's
All
more
of-
feasible. It's only 53,000.
Oh,
there you
only.
You could almost literally, like, I'm not going to say it'll be scale, but you could probably put it to scale.
Look, it
Well,
fits.
this
Like, you can
Mars is
see
actually
it.
to scale to that Earth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were.
So
almost
there's
the same
this little
size.
set that you can get from the Kennedy Space Center.
Almost. Mars is considerably, like, kilometer-wise, Mars is much, much smaller than Earth, but
Oh,
like it on a planetary scale, not by much.
Yeah.
interesting.
You can get this. I don't know where they got this, but from the Kennedy Space Center, you could
Oh,
put
really?
this guy on
Oh,
it.
cool.
Hey, there you go. It's cute.
Probably
That
be
would
a
be
good
awesome.
little fun thing.
Just build the top half of it and use it as a coffee table. And
Yeah.
anytime you
Oh.
balance a thing of a glass of water on there, you can just say that, unlike NASA, you have water on Mars.
Nice. I wanted to show you guys this. This was I think Vab would like this. There was a guy in our, let me find it. Our lug who built,
Oh,
and I'm going to
whoa.
steal this from you real quick.
That looks pretty.
That Pluto,
That is Pluto.
Beautiful.
who built
Oh wow, yeah.
I think this was based off of. Yeah, Janotechnic.
Yeah, I know which.
That's the crawler and the gantry for that. And he's like, I can't take it with me to our next meeting. It won't fit in my car. But here's a picture of it. I'm like, well, crap.
Well, Johnny's
I thought that
seen
was pretty cool.
my LUT, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
a
What's
guy. Johnny's seeing my LUT when I went to Brickfest last year,
Mm-hmm.
and well, I can't really say it's mine. I bought the instructions off of a guy named Skylab Bricks.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I met Skylab. He's a good guy.
Oh yeah, Joe's a real good guy. I've talked to him multiple times, and so I built his LUT. And you want to talk about an impressive build? That's an impressive build.
Yeah. So this one looks pretty cool because you can build it based using these 4 sets.
You see, that's cool. Whenever it's like, hey, by the way, this is how it
Yeah.
works. You too can do this.
Yep. Well, I mean, you too can do this for 25 euros, and these 2 super expensive Technic sets.
Mm-hmm. But that's a smart way to do it, because then it's not like, oh, you gotta go and you gotta source all the parts and things like that. It's like, this is very like this is actually something Lego should think about doing. It's like, hey, you want to do a really cool kind of mock that someone else did? Buy our sets,
Yep.
and you can do it.
Yeah,
Like, that
I'm
just
wondering
seems like
how
a smart
long
thing.
until Lego invests in Rebrickable the same way they did BrickLink.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, and BrickLink is kind of about that sort of thing. So, I mean, obviously, it's research, reselling, all that kind of stuff. But still, at the same time, it's like they, that's where you're getting your parts. So, like, make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
That is a real. I never knew Pluto looked like that. That's cool.
Yeah, but it wasn't Cassini who did the super great
New Horizons. Was
New
the-
Horizon. Yeah,
New
where it's got the
Horizon.
big heart.
Yeah, so I actually have a fun anecdote about the New Horizons probe.
Do tell.
So one of my former clients actually worked on part of the New Horizons like probe design,
Oh, cool.
and they wanted to attach an instrument that could measure like the how's it called? I'm gonna butcher this, by the way, but that could measure like the radio plasma past the sun's like sphere of gravitational influence.
Oh wow.
However, they had already kind of like designed everything, and the probe was already assembled, and it's sensitive equipment. You can't just like drill into the side of something, right?
Mhm.
So what they ended up doing to attach this radio plasma device was they duct taped it to the side.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Because
Lord.
duct tape works in space, because of course it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't Velcro.
Yep.
That's
That's
funny
neat.
as heck.
There's the pair, Sharon and Pluto.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Do you have the moon?
Ooh, good question.
Yes, I do.
Bring the moon in with that. I'm curious to see the size
try to-
difference.
Build this. This is
You're talking about our moon, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our spherical planetary.
Our
well,
heavenly
our
body that rotates around us at night.
Yeah.
That is always much farther away from Earth than I think it is.
Oh, I know.
So this is the reason why I wanted to do a 6-foot diameter Earth, because I wanted to, see how much it would cost to build.
You have your answer, I think.
Yeah, but I also wanted to do the scale. I mean, I think this
Yeah.
would show a really good scale. Is
Right.
how far do you think a 6-foot diameter Earth to the moon would be spreaded?
I'm going to guess like 18 to 25 miles.
It's a huge amount because I remember seeing it with a basketball and a tennis ball.
I think I calculated it was only like 110 feet.
No.
Huh. I mean, yeah, to the scale of the basketball and the tennis ball, that makes sense. But to the scale of the 6 foot, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Hi, Butt Chop. Welcome.
But yes,
Butt Chop.
Butt Chop, how you doing?
Oh,
See,
Butt
we're
Chop.
multi-streaming. We got to do this. He was on my stream on Tuesday, and he's like, "Oh, we got to stream." I was like, "Yeah, we got to do something."
There you go.
That looks cool. Now, bring that in with the other two, and I want to see the size difference between our moon and Pluto.
let me create a submodel first. This might take a minute.
Call it Butt Chop. Butt Chop the moon. Sounds like a command. Now it's like, I'm thinking about this.
I like how we keep asking him to open up progressively larger files and just kind of put them next to each other.
Yeah.
Sure, this won't like wear down your machine or anything.
Interesting. Well, he already told us he has 256 gigs of memory. He can handle it.
That's true.
And if he can open
my
a
computer can handle it, whether Studio can handle it or not. That's
Studio not breaking is the trick here.
So that's an interesting size comparison there.
Yeah.
The moon is
Wait,
bigger than the planet.
Oh yeah, the moon is actually quite large compared to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they downgraded poor Pluto, because it was smaller than the moon, and
Well, it's smaller than the moon. It's not smaller than every moon.
not in
And,
every
like-
moon, no.
Right. And the fact,
But
I mean, it orbits around the sun. It is a
But
planetary
yeah,
body.
that's exactly what I was going to say, is that it has its own orbital track around the sun, so therefore
Mhm.
it's a planet. It's
Yeah.
not
All I'm
like
s- All I'm
satellite.
saying is that everything has been like on a general decline ever since it was decided that Pluto was no longer a planet.
That's the start of the darkest timeline, as we demoted Pluto and then everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Poor Pluto.
We're size queens, Butt Chop. We've got to. You know it.
Well, as Yoda says, size matters not.
No, I think what he actually said was,
Yeah.
That's so great.
yeah, I will say it was a time and a half to get it so that it would actually play sounds through my microphone, and it breaks all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I typically, because I have a couple on here that are just like random, like it'll just pick from a given pool anytime I press the like hotkeys for it. The one I use most commonly will, pardon me, is just like random death noises from different video games. So just like, oh, other one.
Oh yeah, that's
that
the
one.
best one right there. Not the death noise, but it's the surprise in Metal Gear. Look, oh wait, what's that from?
Fallout New Vegas.
Ah, okay. Snake
Wilhelm scream.
Wilhelm. Yes.
Yep. Speaking of,
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
so that's like
Bud.
80% of what I use it for. Howdy, stud.
That's cool. Is Pluto the god of the underworld? Well, I guess. Is
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Pluto is Hades.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright. So I have to show you my favorite thing about the castle. So it's got the best thing is that, well, here's the dragon, which is kind of cool. It's very, very worm-like, which I like. It's pretty cool. Very jointy. Everything moves.
Yeah.
Hey man, you using them joints?
You want them?
Yeah.
Didn't you buy enough?
Yeah. I just bought a ton of joints.
So this has a lot of little things. Like I didn't even realize it. Like there's like little. They have like a little mushroom here, and there's like a little tiny mushroom is under it. So they've got a mushroom here. There's like a moat. There's like vines and everything, and they do a lot of similar rock work and stuff like they did in that they've done in the Hogwarts stuff, which is really cool. So they got this, which is neat. So they got the little wheel here to raise up the. I gotta try to come in from behind, I guess, to raise up the drawbridge. But then, if you try to bring it down, it locks. There's a little lever back here that you have to actually lift up so that it can actually go back down, which is different.
So it doesn't like flap open if you don't want it to?
Right, yeah. I mean, it's pretty stiff, but I guess as time goes on, like they would get loose. So, yeah, stud, we like being chill. And then this was cool too. So let's move this out of the way. So the water wheel turns, okay? But the reason for that turning is they have, and I'll actually take this apart, it'll be easier. They have a blacksmith shop back here. So as the water wheel turns, it raises the hammer to hit the sword.
Oh,
Cool.
there you go.
That's a lot of cool functionality and basically what's like a little 3-in-1 creator set.
Right? Yeah.
But I mean, it's like the granddaddy of 3-in-1 creator sets. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they got like the suit armor. There's like a little mouse here with a piece of cheese. I thought this was the blower thing for the blacksmith thing at first, and then my wife was like, "Oh, is that a mouse?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that makes."
Oh,
more
I
sense.
didn't. I must have left after
Yeah.
that because I was like, "Bellows cramp," and you're like, "Yeah, that's right."
Yep, that's what I was thinking at first.
There you go.
Yep.
I also love just looking between the restream and your actual stream, Ben, and for whatever reason, it's just stuck on the like photo of my desk.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, so hit V in your browser. Hit V. There you go.
Yay!
Anytime you want to turn that back on, you can.
So in just like Classic Castle, it comes all the way together. I love it, and then you can just open it up and expand, which is great. That's always been my favorite part about Castle. So good. Oh no, Ice Cream Truck has lots of decals. This, what I love too, is it doesn't have any decals. It's all printed pieces and stuff if they have anything. So,
Yeah, I'm a
nice set.
big proponent of the 3-in-1s not having stickers because
Yeah.
you have to reuse the parts to build the alternate build, so they're not going to do that.
They have
But-
lots of little
Right.
figures too. Like there's like 3 chickens down here. Here you are. They even have there's a tiki for you.
Nice.
Nice. Is it a tiki or is it what is it?
That looks like a
Hey,
rooster to me.
It is like a rooster, but I think her tiki is a rooster.
What's
And like it's very colorful.
Moana's?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
rooster?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey,
It
hey,
looks a
you-
lot like
you had
that.
it right.
Yeah.
Hey.
But then like you got a little tiny blackbird that's right here. And then you've got a big crow up here. So like they have all kinds of things that are in this.
nice.
They got a woodpecker.
That is not a woodpecker.
It's a woodpecker.
black woodpecker? Or you mean these down here? They're on the ground. They don't fly. And then they
That
do have.
sounds like a euphemism. You are.
Yeah.
The rooster's name is Tiki. I don't know what that would be euphemism for, but it just sounds like it.
And then they have 3 characters or figures, which is cool too. This is the only thing that bothers me. So the way they put this shield in here is it's in a blue stud,
Oh, yeah.
or a blue shaft, but because of that, it's loose. So like you put it in, and it's just it just spins. Like they could have done it with like one of the headlight brick things or whatever, and put like a.
Well, they make.
2x4.
Don't they make? Aren't the gray ones those half pins? Aren't the gray ones like? Don't they have the friction bits on them so they don't spin as much? Or am I thinking? Of
Yeah,
something
but this
else?
one's blue. That's the funny thing. I mean, like, oh, well, I have a gray one. I could try that.
I don't know if that's any more frictiony. I thought it was, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Find out.
I believe you're correct, but
Let's see if I can get my hand in there.
Yeah. Good luck getting that out of there.
Yeah. Now I got to play with it. See, now I've got a mission. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Because it's up
Tiki
against.
McHawkbait, get out of here with this. I have a very small dog, and Beth is always like, "We can't leave them outside by themselves because the buzzards will get her." And I'm like, "She's not that small." Tan is friction, but it also is slightly larger. Like the top of it's larger. The stud.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I would say use the shaft of the shield to put some tension on it and try to get it out that way.
Yeah.
You gotta take the whole thing apart to get to it.
Well, I did mess up once, so I have to start over anyway. Oh, come on.
Use your teeth. We won't look. I'll hide your camera.
I will not say if I have ever done that on stream or not. No one has ever heard me do that. There's no way my fingers are gonna get that.
You want to know what's
Oh,
hilarious?
you know what? Needle nose pliers.
There you go.
You're gonna destroy the stud.
Nah, I'm very gentle.
Not what you
He's a
said on my
gentle-
stream last night.
Nope.
Gentle lover.
No better frictions.
Nice.
Okay, now I'm
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
thank you.
Tiki McHawkbait. That's hilarious. Oh, look. See, now that one came out with it.
Yep.
I guess the friction isn't as good as I thought.
The friction's in the hole.
This is a children's stream.
Is it now?
No.
I never set mine to
It's after
be
9, you're
children's
fine.
streams.
I was about to say my brother and Baphomet, you invited me on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a neat set. Very good 3-in-1. So don't think I have time to build this though, unfortunately.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like
Legend of
5
Zelda
minutes.
Space. Shit.
Can you do it in 5 minutes?
I'm fast, but I'm not that fast.
I'm gonna say, Johnny, you're king of speed builds.
No. There's some people that are extremely fast. I mean, like, there's a dude that's built the UCS Falcon in like 11 hours, which is insane. I thought
I couldn't even
I
get
thought
the
my
box open.
Yeah.
Speaking of the UCS Falcon, my family bought that for me, and I am at some point planning on building that with the bear gloves on,
Oh, you got to set aside like 2 months, man.
give or
Right
take.
there.
Yeah.
Here's mine.
On this, the 43rd part installment of my gloved stream, where I'm
you think you say that jokingly? That is absolutely what I'm looking at.
yeah, no, I'm not joking. That's gonna take forever.
Yeah. My because I took the Falcon apart for one of my streams. We were May the 4th stream last year because I wanted to build it at Brickfest. And oh my word, it was awful taking it apart because of how tough some of the things are that go into the Technic to keep it all together.
Right.
By the time I was to that point, like my fingers were raw almost. I was like, it hurts so bad.
Yeah.
But then building it at Brickfest was fun. It was just under 15 hours total. So It was a good build. Falcon was great. What's a taco dog? Is that a Chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
Probably a Chihuahua.
That's a hot dog in a taco shell.
No, that's a no. A hot dog is a dachshund. Wouldn't that be a hot dog?
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
right.
When I was little, I always thought because of the way they were spelled, I always thought they were called Dachshunds.
Yeah, Dashuns.
Yeah, Dachshunds. I mean, it is German, so it could be. You never know.
Right. Yeah, that's my reasoning too. It's like, well, it's German. That's how they say it. Dachshund.
Dachshund. Yeah.
That's them pointing to it and going, "That's a dog."
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it was. They looked down and went, "That's a dog," and it went,
Dachshund.
"Dachshund."
Yep.
And everyone,
Was ist
"That's
los?
great. Yeah, was ist los? Dachshund?
Was es ist? Ist Dachshund? Nein.
Nein. Schweinhund.
Schwein.
I speak enough German to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Mhm, that's usually how it is.
I speak enough German to upset Australian tourists.
That's interesting.
I've heard they are like heavy drinkers and fighters in Europe. That's all I know.
Oh,
enough.
yeah, that's true. I will say this though: they have the best beer.
The Germans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, German beer is very good.
I'll
I
take your
lived in
word for
Germany
it.
for a year and a half, and
And
It was
what was your
fun.
opinion of the beer?
oh, beer was awesome.
There you go.
So I just
From
don't
the
remember
bad smell.
what happened.
Is that still the moon? There, Fat?
Yeah, this is Mercury.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, toasted.
Yeah, it's a little close to the sun. Wow, it's not much bigger than our moon.
No,
That's interesting. You want to see the new Viking Village? Yeah, they're doing interesting stuff this year. Lego is like they're announcing things, or at least they're allowing leaks and stuff, but they are being very, very hush hush on some of the butt chop. I like German women, but they're being very hush hush and being very, very closed with like there were no pictures of the Concorde until like a week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it was announced like months ago. So like they've been doing some good.
They must have
Holding
plugged
back.
their leak.
Yeah.
By the same token, the LAN has there's been somebody leaking the well, not somebody, but the leaks for the Marvel CMFs.
Oh, really?
That's all over the place too.
Huh.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that if y'all don't know about it.
No, that's fine. I don't mind.
You are saved by this radical cool fact called I do not care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's half the Titanic. The rest is in the ocean.
that's a quarter of the Titanic.
That is a
was
quarter
gonna
of the
say.
Titanic. That is half of the Titanic.
True, it's only got one smokestack. There's three. And then the engines.
There's
I'm
four.
trying to
I
find
thought
that
there was only 3
Star
smokestacks.
Destroyer.
No, there's
for it.
4.
Huh. I'm not a big Titanic fan, movie or otherwise, but it is a massive ship. Or it was a massive ship. Now it's a massive wreck.
I was gonna say it is still massive. It's just down there.
Yeah. A couple people just joined them not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. No, perfectly soon.
Perfectly timed. Ooh.
More video. Oh, wow. That
Jeez.
is fantastic.
Now, this is not my design. I found this on. There's a recreation of the original, and I found it on BrickLink for download. And I went through and made sure that all the colors and pieces actually work for it.
Nice.
That is
That is
beautiful.
rad.
That's not Mojo's, is it?
I honestly I can't remember the name.
Okay.
Moto, you mean?
Moto, yeah. It looks like one of
Moto
Moto's.
Lego?
That's really cool looking, though. I would.
Yeah,
I would-
his wolf head still blows me away, man.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking this might be something he had done.
Yeah.
I bet you Fab has it.
I do not actually.
Oh,
The wolf?
because as soon as they mentioned it, you were going for open again. I was like, oh, I bet.
No, I'm seriously trying to find the Superstar Destroyer for you, and I cannot
Oh,
for the life of me remember where I placed it in all my files.
It's probably still zipped because it's giant.
No, I actually saved it, and it's in a file. I just can't remember where I put it.
I want to get a piece part list for that because I want to start getting pieces for it. Though I probably have a bunch right now.
You
With
might
all
want to
these
get your
2 giant
basement done
bins I have.
first.
Well, we're not storing it. It
found
would fit though. My basement is 21 feet long, so yeah, it would fit.
Okay, here we go. I found
It
it.
would take up the whole basement, but
so I'm tempted to cut a piece.
uh-oh.
This piece right here. Oh, well, wait. We're going to let this load up.
Oh, good lord, there it is. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, look, there's half. That actually looks really cool, having half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is fantastic. I can't wait to build that. This is perfect music for that, too.
I can't wait to build that 71,000 pieces. I mean, it's doable.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I
Is it
think
like-
somebody is actually building it right now? One of the
Is it, what is it, like 9 feet or something?
This is 13.
13? Okay.
The detail with the, like, because they always, it always looks like, it's like a city on top of it. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
so
and you've got
cool.
13 feet of greebling to do. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. That is so delicious. Look at that underneath.
So I saw Stud's comment come in a little late, and I'm sure he's talking about the dragon head, but it says, "That's rad. The colors are gorgeous." And I was like, "It's gray."
It's great.
You probably need to
I mean,
refresh.
gray's a
that.
cool color if you're a Counting Crows fan, but
It's awesome.
How's that
There's
old
so much
poem
detail.
go? Roses are gray, violets are gray. I'm a dog, woof.
That is insanely good.
Wow.
It'll be interesting looking at because you have the instructions for this, right?
I'll have to get back on the CD to see if there are instructions. I think it was just the eye.
I was gonna say I reflexively looked over at the right side and just saw step 1. And
yeah,
I'm like,
same.
oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I just did.
Step 1, build it.
Yeah, step 1. Hide everything. Go from the bottom up.
yeah,
Oh, if only it were that easy.
I know.
yeah, because you have to like mirror like you have to do like the wing sections and then do the top first maybe then. Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah, I would imagine if you were to select it all from the front and be able to like hide the wedged pieces on all 4 sides, that you could probably see the internal bits.
Oh yeah.
So like by quarters.
All right, cheers. You're okay.
Hold on. Let me
Yes, you
open it
are.
up because that is actually that's the full model. He actually did do it. The gentleman did do it in quarters and
Oh.
halves and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
See, that would actually make it useful to be able to kind of build instructions for.
and you can look. You can actually find it on eBay. I believe it's on eBay. The guy that did it, just type in 13-foot Superstar Destroyer on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Find the guy that sells the instructions pretty easily.
I think I'm just stuck on this, not just from the sheer like Lego build, but this stuff like this always brings into focus for me like the Empire and just the scale and how dumb the entire thing was.
Yeah. Yeah, because we look at like the entirety of humanity, or well, not the entirety of humanity, but like the most powerful economic and military country in the world builds stuff like the Nimitz or like a giant aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
And arguably some of the largest vehicles ever. And those like not even close to how big these things are. And granted, they're doing it in space, but it's like that. It's a testament to like how
Still
many
takes resources.
thousands of worlds that they're getting resources from. And there's a great, I forget what it was. I think it was a Rebels episode because I'm recently watching that, where they're like, yeah, they showed up and they bled this planet of resources and then they left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, they just need all the metals out of this because they're a giant military complex.
Well,
Like-
even shit
like
that
you're-
we're doing the Death Star in what you call it, Rogue One. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, like they're like, okay, we're done, let's blow it up.
Yep.
I'm also just stuck on like if you're an officer, right, and like you oversleep, like you miss your alarm, you're screwed. There's no way you're getting anywhere on that thing in a timely manner.
Right.
Yep.
The
Well,
eighth fleet project actually has, because apparently the schematics have this, where there's like trams inside of these things, because they're 17 miles long or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even Star Destroyers, like regular Star Destroyers, were big enough that like you had like if you ever look at any of the cross sections or whatever that they've come out with, the blueprints and stuff, like they have those. I mean, like they're all through the Death Star because it's a
Yeah.
planet
Right.
or a moon, and like you know they've got elevators everywhere and stuff. I mean, like you even see that in the movie too. But
Yeah.
like you know, so that's cool.
I'm just again like, you know, hello Rebel Alliance. We have shown up in this ship that is the entire military might of the city of Pittsburgh.
I mean, you look at Pittsburgh; it's the dimensions in the
I know.
the Golden Triangle. It is the dimensions of a Star Destroyer, and there is a book from the Legacy that was called I, Jedi. That was about Corran Horn, and he was tromping around in a Super Star Destroyer that actually was buried under Coruscant that blasted its way out of there.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that fan film where they animate that?
No,
There's I forget what it. I'll have to look it up and send it out, but it's somebody does a fan film and it's like
You're
one
right, Bud
person-
Chop.
It's all CG, but even
Right.
the face, the pilots are, and it's one cut, and it's X-wings going into like atmosphere, and they're talking about, you know, the upcoming battle or whatever, and they break through the clouds, and it's the battle over Coruscant, and there's freaking ships everywhere.
Mhm. Oh,
Um,
nice.
And it's like it's a solid cut of them like cutting through the buildings and shooting things, and they're talking to each other and all this stuff, and then suddenly, and if not the Lushenko, but whatever the ship was, just starts lifting its way out of the ground of Coruscant, and I'm like, what? You know,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, because it was it was Iceheart's. It was Iceheart's ship.
Yes.
And it was the Lusankia or something like that.
Yeah.
the other one-
Lushenko.
Yeah, the other one was
Whatever ones the rebels ended up stealing.
Yeah, because the other one was Warlord what's his name's, and that was the Iron Fist. And that was, you know, Han Solo was doing that one, and they blew it up eventually.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they ended
Legends.
up capturing it. Yeah. Oh, Legends, they were such good books. Which
Yeah.
is, that's one reason why I'm kind of not looking forward to Ahsoka, because, I mean, like, the thing that turned me off was, you know, here, you know, it's about Thrawn, and she's like, he is heir to the Empire. I'm like, they just killed it right there. It just
I know
so
that
bad.
they're like, and you know, somebody's like, see, we like the fans. We're going to give them this little tidbit. It's like, no, you're not.
So bad. That just upset me. I was like, the books were amazing, and yeah.
Aye.
Okay,
Just so it's not left unstated, Vab, like these are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not-
Oh yeah.
like just that you have this, your planetary builds are. I'm blown away, genuinely.
You should see.
But,
Hold on, I'll
Josh,
show you one of my actual builds. Let me bring it up. Also, I wanted to give the guy's name. It is star_Jedi_99 on eBay for the 13-foot.
Oh, okay.
That way he can get the credit because he's the one that
Yeah.
designed it. He's the one that has it up for sale.
What is it?
It's incredible. Star
_Jedi_99 on eBay.
But Chop, I agree with you because I don't think Disney anything is canon, but unfortunately they own it. But yeah, the expanded universe, yeah, and that's what they officially call it, is Legends. But the expanded universe,
I refuse to call them Legends. It's all
Yeah,
EU for
yeah.
me.
same here. So you're in good company. Don't worry. I was just referring to what they called it. You're right, though.
I think Studio hates me now.
Well, yeah, you've been opening things left and right.
Yeah, giant files for the past half hour.
And even with your memory or your amount of memory. Ah, there we go. There we go.
Yay.
There's a VAB special.
Ooh,
It is impressive in person.
I think I.
Is that the Super Heavy or the Starship?
This is the Saturn 4XU. It was a concept model or concept design to lift 1 million tons to orbit, or 1 million pounds to orbit. I designed it off of a YouTube, another content creator's. He does a bunch of space videos. It's Haze Gray art on YouTube.
Okay.
He did this, and then I kind of just modeled it off of it. I scaled it off of a lot of the things he had in there, like the LUT tower, just to get the height. And then I did more research about the was able to find a lot of research about what the engines and whatnot. So,
Wow.
but this is essentially 4 Saturn V kits plus another 1,400 pieces.
Wow. God. The discipline to put all that together digitally is the thing. Like I almost lost my mind trying to build the tall neck in Studio. I can't
You should
imagine
see it
doing
in
that.
person.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I literally have to stand on a chair just to be able to get to the top portions of this.
Oof.
How many rockets do you have? I can't remember how many you've displayed.
I think I have about 15 or 20 of them.
There's just so many, and it's just amazing on a table. You just see all these like giant, well, phallic symbols pointing towards the sky.
Listen, we all know what the space race really was.
Yeah, that's right. Who has the bigger EP?
Let me see. I think I have a photo.
Please qualify that statement.
Yeah, my
After what was
channel-
just discussed, please qualify that statement.
My channel has a video of us at the Ross Park Mall from earlier this year, and I went around and interviewed everyone that was displaying there, and he was the first. He was my guinea pig. And
I got
just
cut a
looking
lot.
at all his rockets. What's that?
I got cut a lot from that stream.
Yeah, I was having issues with the that stupid iPad,
Fair enough.
but it'll be better next time.
And I'm on my Flickr right now. I'm trying to find, see if I have any of the show photos. I don't think I do.
Yeah, with that, I hate to do it, but I probably should turn it in. But cheers,
yeah.
all. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
with
this
us.
is- I'm a little later than I thought we were gonna go, so I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna go to bed too.
Well, thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
it's already It's already 11:15 for us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by, Missy and Butt Chop and Stud.
Yeah.
Being here
Yeah,
late.
cheers all.
And Dusty, if you're still there. Thanks again, Bab and Johnny, for being here. This was really cool. Putting my whole life in Lego in perspective, looking at Bab's giant builds. So I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep with my little models.
I second that notion.
Yeah.
Aw.
No, but this was super fun. Probably do this like regularly Thursdays, maybe. Just hang out and do Lego-y
Do
stuff.
that.
So
I mean, it seems like we got good comments on it. That it's a nice chill stream. And
Yeah.
So yeah, take care, everybody. I'll be back on Sunday. Make sure to follow Vab and Johnny. They stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So yeah, check them out as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Actually, it's a nice look at that. It's like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You guys
Yeah,
get
right in a
3
row.
days.
You can't miss. Nothing on TV right now, anyway. So
That's right.
go subscribe to some Lego nerds.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.